My life be like, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Ugh. Oh, ah, ooh, ah. Let's play some Helldivers. Yo, yo, yo. I need a lamp right here. Welcome to Super Earth. Super Earth. Super Earth. Halo ODST, my guy. Alright. I need to jump in and do my...
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpod Prime. Engaging orbital thrusters.
Hellpod Prime.
Orbit synchronized.
Oh, shit.
Hellpod launch suspended. Hellpods Prime.
Is that my mission? Shit.
Mission preparation aborted.
This operation will fuel Liberty's future.
Mission coordinates locked.
Shit.
Mission preparation aborted. Hellpods primed.
Trying to think what I could do as far as loadout goes.
Managed democracy calls for aid. Only you can answer, Helper. Standard seat. Let's play with some people.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods primed. Engaging orbital thrusters. synchronized.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery. Automaton facility destroyed.
If the automatons can feel regret, they shall feel it.
Requesting advanced weaponry! Tac inbound! Orbital inbound!
Firing orbital laser.
Requesting advanced weaponry!
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery. Sub-objective in your vicinity. Liberty dispensed.
Calling in orbital strike!
Orbital strike incoming.
Holy shit, man.
Rare sample acquired! Sample collected!
Mission progress logged. Objective near your position.
has landed. Rare sample acquired. Have a taste of democracy!
Sub-objective nearby.
Throwing grenade! Requesting orbital strike. Calling in reinforcements!
What? What? Come on. Ah, you son of a bitch.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods prime.
Connection lost is some bullshit.
Hellpod launch initiated.
History will remember your deeds this day.
Sending down support weapon. Deploying equipment package. Firing orbital laser. Orbital strike incoming.
Sending out an SOS!
Super destroyer leaving low orbit. Democracy delivered.
We're just gonna take it slow and do it by ourselves, I guess.
Objective near your position. Liberty dispensed.
Dropping a pin.
Allied destroyer joining squadron, deploying Helldiver.
God damn. shit.
Tagging map. North. On my position.
Affirmative.
Allied destroyer joining squadron. Deploying Helldiver.
Calling down a support weapon.
Oh my gosh.
Dropping a pin. Northwest, 200 meters.
Joining the fray.
Supplies.
Affirmative.
Fucking shit. Let me get some more shit.
Sub-objective in your vicinity.
Heavy. On my position.
Dropping a pin. Southwest, on my position.
Automaton outpost destroyed.
Freedom never sleeps!
Heavy. Northeast. Close.
Affirmative.
Mission progress logged.
North.
Oh my god.
Reinforcing.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Democracy has landed. Dropping a pin. Northwest. 300 meters.
God damn it, man.
Reinforcing.
Northwest, 200 meters.
Automaton facility destroyed.
Sample collected.
Sub-objective near your location.
Attacking map. Northeast, 200 meters.
Outpost spotted!
Outpost destroyed.
Found something.
Democracy delivered.
Heavy, southwest, 50 meters. Reinforcing!
Objective completed.
Dropping a pin. East, 100 meters.
Heavy, southwest, close. Tagging location. Cancel that. South. Heavy.
Oh my god, what the fuck was that?
Heavy. East. Close.
Woo! Fucking bitch, dude.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Joining the fray.
Ah, ah.
Calling down the support weapon.
Stuff back.
Tagging location. Cancel that. West. Heavy.
Fire. Requesting sentry. All ships. Orbital inbound.
Where's my stuff?
Heavy. West. On my position.
Bot outpost destroyed.
Tagging map. South. Far.
Outpost cleared. Objective
Heavy.
nearby.
Southwest. 50 meters. Reinforcing.
Dropping a pin. West. 50 meters.
Heavy. Southeast. Close.
I'm on it.
Found something. Tagging map.
acquired.
South. On my position. Dropship.
Dropping a pin. East. 300 meters.
Damn, I'm fucking sweating.
Dropping a pin, southeast, 100 meters.
How much time do we have left?
Dropping package. Package acquired. Say hello to democracy. Package acquired. Dropping package.
Southeast, 300 meters.
I'm bleeding out. Calling in reinforcements.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Democracy has landed.
You may proceed to extraction when ready.
Tagging map, east, 200 meters.
extraction shuttle inbound.
Bots, southwest. Marking location. Vermont, southwest. Heavy, southwest. 50 meters.
ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Sending in an eagle.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Requesting air support.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
Pelican 1 arriving at coordinates. This is Pelican 1 preparing for touchdown.
Get the fuck out of here,
Countdown
boys.
initiated. Stand by for takeoff. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
You have maintained our way of life.
Holy fucking shit. Ugh. This game's fucking nuts, man. My accuracy was 100 because I never have to reload.
Welcome back. Democracy's reach extends a bit further thanks to you.
Your fellow Helldivers rage against the enemy's tyranny. Join them.
Whew.
The automatons are remorseless in their expansion. We must not let this world fall. This operation would strike a mighty blow at
Initiating FTL jump to the Yet Briar system. Jump complete. Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods primed. Hellpod launch initiated.
Oh shit.
Take back our land. Dismantle its occupiers.
Calling down a support weapon. Requesting sentry. Requesting fortifications. Calling down a sentry. for takeoff.
Reinforcement budget depleted.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Victory was never in doubt.
That music, this is so good.
Every Helldiver lost is an unspeakable tragedy. But this mission had fewer unspeakable tragedies than
Ready for another mission, Helldiver?
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods prime. Engaging orbital thrusters. Orbit synchronized. Launch initiated.
Fucking Helldivers, man.
Go now, and fear the shadow of neither death nor tyranny, for justice is your cause.
Requesting advanced weaponry! Requesting tac pack! Calling in orbital strike! I'm on it! Tagging map, southeast, 300 meters. Democracy!
Requesting advanced weaponry.
Got a sample. Say hello to democracy!
Requesting air support.
Orbital inbound.
Dropships!
Found something.
God damn it.
Main objective nearby.
Calling down a support weapon.
Bot asset destroyed.
Have a taste of democracy!
Requesting advanced weaponry.
Fuck, man.
Calling in reinforcements.
You guys keep taking the resupplies.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
God damn, dude.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
Calling down a support weapon. Tac pack inbound.
Objective located. Southwest, 100 meters.
Calling in orbital strike.
Found something. Location, south.
Requesting orbital.
Motherfucker, dude.
Marking location, south.
Oh my. Why the fuck would you spawn it? Oh my gosh.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched. Outpost destroyed.
Point me to the enemy. Dropping a pin. West. 200 meters.
Hellbomb armed. Clear the area.
Enemy tactical asset within range.
Injury? What injury?
Heavy! West. Close. Calling in a hellbomb! Calling down a support weapon!
My life for Super Earth!
Hellbomb armed! Clear the area!
One step closer to mission completion.
Orbital inbound.
Calling in a hellbomb!
Bot outpost spotted.
Calling down supply area! Liberty save me!
Automaton outpost. Automaton facility destroyed.
Fire in the hole!
Dropping a pin. Northwest. Far.
Sub-objective nearby.
Calling in a hellbomb!
I need stim! Sending in an eagle! Requesting orbital strike!
Firing orbital strike.
Calling in a hellbomb! Hellbomb armed! Clear the area!
Mission is progressing.
Oh
Main
my
objective
god.
nearby.
Doom, doom.
Calling in a hell bomb. Hell bomb armed. Clear the area.
You have been a stalwart line of freedom. Extract when ready.
Tagging map. Southeast. 200 meters. Requesting advanced weaponry. Sending in an eagle. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Orbital inbound.
Extraction is available.
Calling in extraction.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
Found something.
Drop ships. Rare sample acquired.
Helldivers outside extraction radius. Pelican 1 aborting pickup.
Reinforcing! Requesting air support. Calling in extraction.
Coordinates received. This is Pelican 1 returning to extraction radius.
Sending in an eagle.
ETA T-minus 2 minutes, 30 seconds. T-minus 1 minute.
Orbital inbound!
Firing orbital laser. ETA T-minus 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone. Pelican 1 landing sequence initiated. Watch where you're standing. Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
Reinforcement budget depleted.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Today
Jumpy,
you've carved
fluffy,
another
GG.
foot in a long climb to liberty.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
There's nothing sweeter than victory in the name of freedom.
The siege upon managed democracy continues. Let us rally to her defense.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods prime. Engaging orbital thrusters. Orbit synchronized.
Ah, dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Launch initiated.
Launch initiated.
You are the best of the best. Live up to your name. Live up to freedom.
Objective located. North.
Requesting advanced infantry! Requesting tac-tac!
Dropship.
Heavy. North. 50 meters.
Reloading.
Automaton outpost strapped.
Aw, you fucking bitch.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Joining the fray.
Requesting air support. Tagging location. North. Found something.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Calling in a hell bomb. Marking location.
Dropping a pin. Southeast. 300 meters.
Orbital inbound. Sending in an eagle.
Requesting orbital.
Requesting air support. Aiming you. Supply. West.
Requesting orbital strike.
Supply. West.
Extraction is available.
Woo!
Requesting advanced weaponry. Requesting sentry. Heavy. South. Close. Tagging map. Northwest. 100 meters. Surprise. Northwest.
I'm bleeding out.
Enemy elite. South. 50 meters. Calling down a support weapon.
God damn. Oh my god.
Extraction is available.
Calling down a support weapon.
Dropship.
Requesting orbital. Sending in an eagle. Tagging location.
Enemy tactical asset within range.
God damn, dude.
Requesting air support.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery. Firing orbital strike.
Calling down a sentry. Sending in an eagle. Sending in an eagle.
Enemy tactical asset within range. Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
Orbital inbound.
fucking kidding me?
Requesting air support.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Democracy has landed.
Requesting air support. Marking location. Calling down a support weapon.
Tagging map. East. 100 meters.
Oh
Calling
my
down a
gosh,
support weapon.
man. I'm coming from
Objective
bunker.
nearby.
Requesting sentry.
Dropship.
Extraction is available.
Requesting orbital.
I'm on it. Sending in an eagle. Thank you. Bob.
Affirmative.
West. Cancel that. Tagging location.
Thank you.
Requesting air support. Supplies.
Dropping a pin. Northeast. Far. Bot outpost.
Requesting orbital.
Bot outpost destroyed.
You will never destroy our way of life.
You may proceed to extraction when ready. automaton outpost destroyed.
Calling down a sentry.
Calling in reinforcements.
Oh, fuck.
My life for Super Earth. My arm!
Ah!
You may proceed to extraction when ready.
Close.
Sending in an eagle. Orbital inbound.
Requesting sentry.
Throwing supply beacon.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
Dropping a pin. Northwest, 200 meters.
Pelican 1 returning to extraction point. Please ensure you're inside the extraction radius.
Thank you. Heavy. north, 100 meters.
Requesting orbital strike!
ETA T-minus 2 minutes 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 2 minutes.
Orbital inbound!
Firing orbital laser.
Calling in reinforcements!
ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
Ion Storm, we can't bring you back just
ETA
yet.
T-minus 1 minute. ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Requesting sentry.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone. This is Pelican 1, preparing for touchdown.
Calling in orbital strike!
Firing orbital strike.
Pelican 1, preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds.
Reinforcement budget depleted.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Liberty has seen you through.
Y'all don't talk much, but you guys are great.
A lot of dead bots down there. Good job. Always good to have another hero on board.
See if it freezes it this time. Looks like it is. There you go. Woo! Fuck, that game's fun. Hell divers, baby. Oh my god. How the Rams embarrassed Seattle. Okay.
The Seahawks defense has been unbelievably dominant
Holy
this
fuck, that
season.
was loud.
This is the Seahawks' 5th time in franchise history ranking as the top scoring defense and the first time outside of that legendary Legion of Boom era. This is one of the best defenses in the history of this team. But somehow this is the same defense which also gave up the most yards in a game in franchise history. And while that kind of got swept under the rug and forgotten about because the Seahawks won, now that the Seahawks are set to face the Rams again in the NFC Championship game, I think that the biggest question that I have is what the heck happened in that game? Was that a fluke somehow, or is that what we can expect next Sunday? Now, when talking about that Week 16 game, some have pointed to injuries, but they really weren't all that impactful, and they happened late in the game,
No,
so
they
I
were
don't think
not
that
that
explains it.
impactful.
Others just credit the Rams, which no doubt they deserve a lot of credit, but this Seahawks defense has had a total of 7 matchups against top 10 scoring offenses, including both of their games against the Rams. And in those 7 games, they surrendered an average of 14.25 points.
Which
They
is still
don't
less.
struggle against good offenses, they destroy them all the same. And to me, this game is going to come down to how the Seahawks defense plays. I don't think that asking Darnold and this offense to score 38 points again is a realistic path to winning a playoff game. So the Seahawks are going to have a better defensive performance if they want to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So let's jump into the tape as we try to figure out exactly what happened.
Oh
in
my
this
god,
game.
this is happening tomorrow. I'm so excited.
To really understand the defensive collapse that we saw from the Seahawks in Week 16, we have to talk about how they played against the Rams in Week 11. In that game, the Rams only scored 21 points, despite getting 4 interceptions that set them up with short fields. The Rams only scored on 3 drives, and 2 of those drives started deep in Seahawks territory. So overall, the Seahawks defense was awesome.
Okay, 2 minutes. Hold on. What is this?
Beast Gohan versus Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta isn't even close as much as some of us would like to believe. In the conclusion of the Dragon Ball Super superhero arc of the manga, Beast Gohan would finally get a chance to use his new power in a sparring match against his father, Ultra Instinct Goku, over on planet Beerus. There would be a lot of debate and speculation in regards to how this matchup would go, and it did in fact look as if Ultra Instinct Goku had the edge. Beast Gohan, however, would go on to show us a glimpse of his full power as he raised his energy nearly to the point of going berserk and one-shot Goku out of Ultra Instinct. Ultra Ego Vegeta, being basically on a similar level as Goku right now, would probably fare no better, despite the utility of his Ultra form being different, and Toriyama himself, who, rest in peace, has already stated that Gohan is back to being the strongest now, so Goku and Vegeta just basically have the overwhelming edge in experience, so this might allow them to seem closer to Gohan than it may actually be. Beast Gohan versus Ultra Instinct.
Nice. All right, back to
The
this.
Seahawks
There's 2
defense has
minutes.
been unbelievably dominant this season. This in that first matchup.
Sorry,
And as much as I'd
I've
love
been
to
on
talk
a-
about how excellent Mike McDonald's
on a
schemes are,
anime
and they
binge
really are
lately,
excellent
and I
schemes,
just fucking
but
getting
this
caught
first
up in
game
all
really
this
came
shit.
down to the players. The game plan was mostly just for the Seahawks to challenge their defensive line to get after the quarterback and challenge their secondary players to tighten windows and contest throws. And the Seahawks players answered. Let's watch this in action early in the first quarter on the Rams' first third down of the game. And yes, there is some nice design.
Follow Legion of 12 if you guys want to watch this video, because give him the credit. But I like watching this because I am not the biggest football person whatsoever. So, but I do like breakdowns of a lot of stuff: movies, film, music theory, film theory, stuff like that. So I get a kick out of watching stuff. I don't know what a fucking drop back fucking dissing a lot of the shit is, but I do like to enjoy watching it.
And from Mike McDonald with 2 high safeties and this look that threatens the blitz. But the actual coverage call here is about as simple as NFL football gets. They're playing man coverage across the board with 1 deep safety and a linebacker in a low hole zone. But despite the simple scheme, this pass rush gets after it. DeMarcus Lawrence wins with a nice swipe around the edge, and Nwosu and Williams crash in from the other side. They are decimating this pass protection, and that was the storyline for the entire day.
They miss Aaron
And
Donald,
then on the
huh?
back end, there's just more players making plays. The Rams have a good plan to beat the man coverage with this running back in a strange alignment, and the idea is that Devontae Adams will be able to find the angle to pick the defender and free the running back into the flat. It's a good plan and fundamental football at every level. But Eamon Wari makes it work regardless. He gets picked, but he's able to recover, uses his blazing speed to catch up with the back, and then he tosses him to ensure that the running back doesn't make the first down. This was on a 3rd and 6 in the red zone, and it forced a 4th down where the Rams went for it and didn't get it. Mike McDonald put his trust in this pass rush and this coverage, and they held up all day long. This next play comes from late in the 3rd quarter on a 1st and 10 when the Seahawks are just down 2 points. The Rams come out in a balanced 2-by-2 formation, so this is just about as simple of a look for the defense as it gets. And the Seahawks are playing a fairly simple cover.
I keep hearing. Oh, it's the dog. What the fuck was that? Yeah, but I keep hearing Sean McVay. It's like I heard Colin Cowherd said calling Mike McDonald the Sean McVay of defense. So it's pretty wild. Yeah, let's keep watching.
This is cover 3 match. That means that the Seahawks are playing a 3 deep, 4 underneath zone coverage, but they're playing with match rules. And these rules can be most clearly seen with Nick Eamon-Wari to the top of our screen. He is the flat defender in this coverage technically, but under the match rules that the Seahawks are playing, he is also responsible for carrying this go route. He will match this route if it goes out, carry it vertical, and this will really only not be man coverage if the receiver goes underneath, in which case he would deliver it to the backers. Across the board, you can see similar principles. The Seahawks are playing from a zone coverage, but they are quickly converting this to man coverage. They have rules to get that done, and it allows them to play very sticky coverage from a zone alignment. Again, the Seahawks are able to get some pressure, and Job does a great job of breaking on this ball for the incompletion. That was the story of this first matchup for the Seahawks defense. Per my charting, which a full breakdown of all of that is available over on my Patreon if you really want to dive into a ton of nerdy stats. But according to my charting, the Seahawks played either cover 1 or cover 3 on 68% of their coverage snaps from this game. That was really what they are focused on. Cover 1 and cover 3 are the coverages that put the most stress on your players. You're really relying on your coverage guys to make plays and your pass rushers to get pressure quickly, and that is what happened. The Seahawks held the Rams to just 249 yards, which is the Rams' second lowest total on the year. So what changed from week 11 to week 16 so the Rams could basically double their yardage? Well, I have 3 things that were distinctly different.
That shit was wild.
In that second meeting. The first thing that was different was the pass rush from the Seahawks. Now, if you just looked at the pressure rates for this game, you would think that they were fairly similar. Per next-gen stats in Week 11, the Seahawks had a 32.1% pressure rate, and in Week 16, it was 33.3%. So basically the same. But the thing that isn't talked about enough when you're discussing pressures is the effect of the pressure. The idea behind pressure rate as a stat is that you're trying to quantify how much the pass rush is speeding up and disrupting the quarterback. And it's a great stat, don't get me wrong, but it's not perfect. Because these pressures aren't the only way that your front impacts the game. If you can consistently threaten to pressure the quarterback and force the offense to throw the ball quickly, then the quarterback might technically be clean when he gets the throw off, but the defensive front is still doing their job. So having a quarterback throw from a clean pocket isn't the end of the world. Even if you have a low pressure rate, maybe that's a good thing if they're still forced to get the ball out quick. It's only really a problem when they're able to hold the ball and stay clean. So let's look at those stats. In week 11, when Stafford held the ball for over 2.5 seconds, he was pressured at a 50% clip. And on those plays that they were able to keep him clean, he only went 3 for 8 for 27 yards. Despite not technically being pressured, the clock in his head was clearly sped up, and he was not able to attack this defense downfield. But in week 16, everything was different. The Seahawks only had a 35.2% pressure rate on dropbacks over 2.5 seconds, and Stafford went 17 for 22 for 352 yards when he was able to hold the ball and be kept
Stafford
clean.
dimes,
So
man.
forget about the pressure rates. That right there is why it felt like the Seahawks couldn't get to Stafford. He was able to consistently sit back and not be pressured. The Seahawks pass rush wasn't forcing him to get the ball out faster. He could hang on to it and do as he pleased. And if you want a reason for why the Rams could have another dominant performance, this is the reason. Their offensive line played so well, and their running backs were consistently able to pick up the stunts and pressures that Mike Macdonald tried to send. This play sums it up perfectly. It's early in the second quarter on a pivotal 3rd and 8, and Mike Macdonald is bringing a 5-man pressure. But it just doesn't land. The running back does an excellent job of picking this up, and Stafford is able to sit back calmly and deliver a strike over the middle for 19 yards. If the Seahawks can't get pressure or force Stafford to throw the ball quickly, I think this is going to be a long night for this defense. There's not a lot that Mike Macdonald can do when you're playing against a protection unit that is this sound and a veteran quarterback who will punish every weakness that you leave on the back end. There's just not a lot of answers there.
So what's the
But
answer?
it wasn't just the lack of pressure that led to the defensive collapse. That might give you a bad defensive performance, but it takes more than that to give up the most yards surrendered in franchise history. So what else fell apart? Well, very uncharacteristically for this defense, there were some busted coverages from the Seahawks. On this first one, it's 3rd and 9, and the Seahawks are trying to get off the field. And Devin Witherspoon and Kobe Bryant just aren't on the same page. The Rams are running the sail concept, and the Seahawks are in man-match quarters coverage. I'm not even going to hypothesize who was in the wrong here, because there are quarters coverages against trips where Witherspoon is supposed to peel off this route and pass the vertical to the safety, and there's versions where he's going to match the vertical. I don't know which coverage they're in, but it does fall apart once Spoon starts to peel off and then realizes there's no one running with the vertical. This play took the Seahawks from potentially getting a stop on 3rd down while they're up in the 3rd quarter to giving up 48 yards. And then again later in the same quarter, the Seahawks do it again. This is a 3rd and 3 where the Seahawks once again have a chance to get a stop, and Mike Macdonald is bringing a blitz to try to get some pressure. But it doesn't work on any level. First of all, the pressure doesn't get home, and the Rams are able to block everything up, but also the coverage falls apart. And to me, this is more than just the Seahawks losing in coverage. I think this is another miscommunication on the back end. A general rule of thumb is that in split field coverage, you always want to have numbers to each side of the field.
The
That
way
just
people
makes
figure this shit out and scheme for this shit just fucking hurts my fucking head. That shit's wild as fuck, dude. But I get what he's saying though. Busted like
sense. The Rams have 2 receivers to each side, so the Seahawks should just equally distribute their coverage defenders and put 3 defenders on each side. But that's not what we see. Instead of going 3 over 2 on both sides, the Seahawks have 4 over 2 to the bottom of the screen and just 2 over 2 to the top. And that just doesn't make sense. I refuse to believe that that is how this coverage was drawn up. You don't send 4 guys for Terrence Ferguson and Davis Allen and leave your safety one-on-one in the middle of the field with Puka Nacua. This is another massive play when the Seahawks were close to getting off the field, and that is how you get destroyed defensively. But maybe even more surprising than the Rams' offensive line stepping up or the Seahawks having a couple of busted coverages was the drastic change in coverage philosophy from Mike Macdonald. Because what happened in Week 11 worked. For the most part, the Seahawks were aggressive in their coverages and they won their matchups. But despite that working, Mike Macdonald pretty much did the opposite of what just worked. In Week 16, the Seahawks' single high coverage rate, which those are the coverages that worked well in the first matchup, well, it fell from 68% in Week 11 to just 40%. And his blitzes changed too. In the first matchup, his go-to blitz was a pretty standard 3-3.
so. And like the thing is like if they try to switch it up and do like the shit that worked for them in the first game, right? Sean McVay knows. He's just this. This is like. This is Sherlock and Moriarty, right? Like these two dudes are just playing chess. You know, you think like, right? Like he knows that I know, but I know that he knows that I know, right? Type of shit. So even like I think like going into like the third match, it's gonna have to be completely different than the first two because he's gonna be expecting the shit from the first game. Like they're all doing their fucking homework. It's the fucking playoffs, right? They're all doing their fucking homework. I can't wait for tomorrow, dude. And I just like even if the Seahawks lose tomorrow, like let's be fair. Like if the Seahawks lose tomorrow, I wouldn't be mad if the Rams won. I like Matt Stafford. He put in the work. Aaron Donald was my favorite fucking player. I wouldn't be mad if the Rams win it. I wouldn't be. Like they just as long as it's not the fucking Patriots, right? Fuck them. Fuck Tom Brady's legacy that he left there in Foxborough. Fuck that bitch. But I would like to see the Seahawks win it.
3 fire zone. That means 3 deep, 3 underneath, and you're bringing 5 guys at the quarterback. They ran a version of this blitz 4 times, and Stafford went 2 for 4 for just 23 yards. Of those 4
like,
blitzes,
what it reminds me of, what I was talking about, is like that he knows that I know. Right? It reminds me of this, right? Let's see. Ted Lasso. False. It's 9 against Nate.
Actually, hold on a sec, Coach. Come here. Check this out.
No, it's like where they're like in the board where they're like, yeah, Nate knows that. We know they're gonna do the thing or whatever. I don't know. I'd have to fucking find it, but that's what it reminds me of, anyways. What the fuck is all this shit? Get off my face. Anyways, let's go back to the
3 of them got the Seahawks 3rd down stops. But in Week 16, he opted for 2 high coverages for his 5-man pressures, and on those plays, Stafford went 4 for 5 for 123 yards. I want to be very careful that I don't give the wrong impression. It's not that 2 high coverages are just worse than 1 high coverages or anything like that. Every choice has trade-offs, and no coverage is perfect. But the Rams proved that they have the answers to the Seahawks' 2 high structures. Because the Rams had excellent pass protection, they could just call a deep inbreaker, and Stafford would juke the linebacker out of the window with his eyes and make the easy throw. And looking back at that game, it feels like Mike Macdonald changed his mind on the 2 high focus as well. After the last Sam Darnold interception made the Seahawks' chances to win a long shot at best, the Seahawks defense needed a quick stop, and he went right back to single high coverages. 8 out of his next 10 coverage calls were either cover 1 or cover 3. To the Seahawks defensive line's credit, they came alive in those drives as well, and the Seahawks were able to force the Rams' 1st, 2nd, and 3rd punts of the night on consecutive drives in the 4th quarter. Now, yes, on the Rams' final touchdown, that was a cover 3 call, so this really does hammer home the point that there's no magic coverage that can just solve all of your problems. But I do think that we will see more cover 1 and cover 3 next Sunday.
Will we?
Because Mike Macdonald needs to
Sean
force the
McVay knows
Rams
that shit
receivers
too,
to
though.
beat
That's what I'm trying
his
to say.
corners. In Week 16, Puka wasn't really winning against the Seahawks corners. It was more Stafford opening up windows for Nakua to run into. That can't be the game plan again. The Seahawks need to get into coverages where they can challenge these receivers to get open against tight coverage. And yes, the Rams will get theirs, but the Seahawks have talent as well.
God,
it's kind of
just
ironic
so
because the
good.
Niners and the Rams ostensibly have very similar systems.
so
But the
good.
Seahawks have found success against them using opposite strategies. While against the Niners, the Hawks just sit back with light boxes and play 2 high coverages all day long. What is shown to be successful against the Rams is loading up the box and playing single high. Stafford can pick apart zone windows like no other quarterback in the league, so I think the Seahawks just have to take their chances with their coverage against these elite receivers. For this Seahawks defense,
Yeah, dude, it's just so fucking good. I'm not even gonna put what I was gonna say out
defense
there.
to have the performance that they want to. All of these things are going to need to come together. The Seahawks are going to have to be able to get after the quarterback better and not just let Stafford hold onto the ball in a clean pocket, and they're going to have to play sound coverage all game long. Then, if their corners can make some good plays, they're going to be in a really good spot. It's going to be a heck of a matchup. I can't wait. Thanks for watching.
I know,
and again,
dude,
if you
I
want
can't
access to
fucking
all
wait
of the
either,
charting
man.
data that I...
It's like this weekend has been dragging because I'm waiting for this shit. I watched a few of this dude's video. Go follow Legion of 12, dude. This guy's doing pretty good shit. Smarter guy, but damn. Yeah, he's about to leave though, right? Jackson Smith and Jigma, dude.
Ball is caught. The Seahawks finally take a deep shot, and it's JSN.
Coming off of his breakout sophomore campaign, Jackson Smith and Jigba has not only built on that success, but he has done that while completely reinventing his game. In 2024, JSN thrived off of...
Yeah, I remember when JSN came in. Hard name to pronounce, but I thought DK was going to be like the dude forever, right? And then Tyler Lockett was picking up shit, and then, you know, him being like basically the third guy. But dude's taking off, man.
Of his quickness, precision, and route running to terrorize defenses underneath. I think if...
hold on, we got to change something real quick. Oops, I can't type. Whew. Nobody move or the bunny gets it. All right.
If you're a Seahawks fan, you probably know that. He was a highly productive player, tying the franchise record with 100 receptions. But one of the most underrated developments with the Seahawks this season is just how different Jackson Smith...
He only got like 22 yards against the 49ers or some shit like that. It was something low, something crazy like that. Something really low.
Smith and Jigba has looked. There were questions about if he could carry the load without DK Metcalf, and those questions have been dispelled quickly with his back-to-back 100-plus yard performances. But he's not doing things...
Not only that, DK Metcalf kind of became a piece of shit. Like, fuck him. Fuck DK Metcalf. Like, for reals, like, fuck him. Hitting a fan. But again, I don't know what the fan said, and according to him, I think he said that one word to him, and if that's true, but like, yeah, like, fuck that fan, but at the same time, bro, you're fucking, can't be fucking smacking fans, bro. You can't.
The same as last year. In fact, from his usage to his statistical profile, he is winning in 2025 in almost the exact opposite way of how he won in 2024. So in this video, we're going to jump into why that is happening and how JSN has still been as dominant as ever. Some might say that slot receivers get a bad rap. Guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown have been fighting against this narrative for their entire careers. No matter what production they put up, there's always the, yeah, but he's just a slot receiver. And that slight is something that they just can't get away from.
Okay, like, what is a slot receiver, though? Like, for real, what is a slot receiver? Because I have no idea.
But I really want to dig into that narrative because there is a lot of truth there. When you are aligned from the slot, there are a lot of advantages just based on your alignment. Firstly, you're more difficult to press when you play inside. There's many reasons for this, but they really all come down to how much traffic there is closer to the formation. Press coverage is great when it's
going off context when you're saying playing inside. So I'm guessing the slot receiver always lines up in here somewhere, and obviously the wide receivers. Obviously, this is probably elementary to some people. Like I said, I'm not a big football guy, but whatever.
One-on-one on an island, but in the slot there's a lot more going on and press coverage is difficult. In the slot there is more space and less contact, and that is a reason why even some of the league's best outside receivers have been kicked into the slot to take advantage of these factors. Guys like Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Devontae Adams, they all spend over a quarter of their snaps in the slot, despite the fact that these are some of the best boundary receivers in the league. But when you look at just the true slot receivers in the NFL, they are just less valuable than other receivers. When you move into the slot, you are becoming more efficient and less explosive. It is easier to get open, but it's more difficult to take the top off of the defense because of the traffic. In 2024, among all of the receivers with 400 or more routes run, there was a strong correlation between slot percentage and average depth of target. In general, the more time that you spend in the slot, the lower your average depth of target becomes. And that is a problem because efficiency is nice, but explosivity is key. There's a whole bunch of definitions for an explosive play, but for simplicity in this video, we're going to say any gain of 20 yards or more is an explosive play. And those plays are...
So I'm guessing Smith and Jigba has found the ability to be explosive in being in the slot is basically what he's going to say. How? Guess we'll find out.
Very important. In 2024, when the offense did not get an explosive play on the drive, they scored on just 25.7% of those drives. Conversely, if they had at least one explosive play, that scoring rate jumps up to almost 75%.
Damn.
Just getting that one big play is so important to scoring. And slot receivers just aren't that explosive. They're great at consistently moving the chains, and they are important for your offense, but the explosive plays change games, and that is not really the role of a slot receiver. So how does this all connect to JSN? Well, in 2024, he was one of the most dedicated slot receivers in the NFL. 83.6% of his snaps came from that alignment, good for 6th most in the league. Jackson Smith and Jigba led the entire NFL with 993 of his yards coming from the inside, but he was also not particularly explosive, coming tied for 22nd in explosive receptions with less than 1 per game.
Damn.
But 2025 has been all different. His slot rate has plummeted to just 28.6% of his snaps. That is lower than guys like Jamar Chase, DeAndre Hopkins, DJ Moore, Mike Evans, and a whole bunch of other guys who are traditionally thought of as some of the best
Hold on. What's up? Go to sleep.
That's what I told her. I can't because of Aiden.
Why?
She's going to my room.
Stop going in your sister's room. Why, you brought your Xbox back upstairs? Why? Okay. Weirdo. That was cool.
Boundary receivers in the league, and his yardage has
Oh
also
my gosh,
flipped from
I'm gonna beat you both up. Belt to ass. Just kidding. I don't smack my kids unless they deserve it.
88% of his yards coming from the slot alignment in 2024 to now just 27% of his yards coming from inside. Not only that, but he also has 4 explosive receptions already, tying him for 3rd in the league, and that is more than double his rate from last season. Straight up, JSN is no longer a slot receiver. I know that 2 games are a pretty small sample size, but the difference is so stark that I'm very confident that this trend will continue. The most productive slot receiver in the NFL in 2024 has now translated his game to become one of the most productive and explosive outside receivers in the league. That is a wild statement. So how did he pull this off?
How did he pull it off? How? How did he?
Everything in JSN's game is built around his quickness and his technical prowess. This is an exceptionally sharp route runner who can instantly create separation in tight spaces. But that profile seems to be pointing him towards the slot. Taking that skill set and winning outside has required JSN to expand his game from just a quickness and route running type of guy. And the first improvement that we're going to look at is how he gets off of press coverage. Press coverage is the bane of slot receivers and is often what keeps them trapped on the inside and off of the line of scrimmage. But while beating press coverage often favors the bigger, stronger receivers who can just run through contact, think the DK Metcalf type of receivers, JSN has figured out how to do it despite his slender frame. Let's start by looking at this play against the 49ers, where the defense does have a good plan for JSN. They're in cover 6, which means that they have quarters to the passing strength and cover 2 on the backside of the coverage. And that cover 2 call means that JSN will have a press corner, who will then pass this route off to the safety, who will cover it from there. This route from JSN is what Shanahan calls a drift route. A drift route is an in-breaking route similar to a dig route, but with a long curve instead of a sharp cut at the break. This allows the receiver to maintain their momentum throughout the route and not only stresses linebackers, but increases the run after catch opportunities. But hitting this route against this coverage is not particularly easy. Kubiak has the running back coming out to occupy the linebacker. That's not really the problem, but this cornerback is. In this coverage, the corner has full license to be aggressive in how he jams the receiver, because he's not taking him in man coverage, he just needs to jam the receiver and zone off. And with this being a deeper timing-based route, this coverage should be effective at slowing down JSN to give the safety a chance to guard the route. But that plan falls apart. JSN is too quick for the corner to land his punch and gets away untouched. After that, Smith-Njigba quickly cuts underneath the safety before he can react, and Darnold delivers a pass with excellent anticipation for a gain of 22 yards. Even though this was the first game and an overall ugly offensive performance, we did see moments of good scheming, and the connection between Darnold and JSN already looked special. And we've seen even more of JSN beating press in week 2. This play comes at a big moment. It's 3rd and 6, close to the middle of the field, and this conversion not only extends the drive, but it puts you in scoring range. This is a big moment, and in these big moments, Darnold has been trusting Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Just so much information, really. Like, dude, these guys are special, man, and I can't wait for tomorrow's game. I really can't. It's gonna be so good. Like, I hope Jackson Smith just pops off. I feel like they've been just kind of using him as a decoy lately. He only got like 20-something yards against the San Francisco 49ers, but like in the run game, it's just been popping off, right? And like, I think it's like the way I feel about it is decoy status, because everyone knows Jackson Smith-Njigba has announced himself. He's here. So everybody's giving him so much attention that's allowed the running game to flourish, right? Now, over these last few weeks, I feel like now the attention is going to come back on the run game, as it should, because Kenneth Walker's been fucking great. Hopefully that gets the attention off Jackson Smith a little bit. I doubt it, because Sean McVay's going to do his fucking homework, right? There's no way he's just going to let Jackson Smith-Njigba just do whatever the hell he wants. But maybe, I don't know. That's just somehow I feel about it.
From the defense, this is cover 1 dog. That means it's a 5-man pressure with man coverage and 1 deep.
Also, Legion of 12 channel, pretty good. I like his shit. He knows his shit. He's talking a lot. He's teaching me a lot, to be honest. Like I said, I'm not the biggest football guy, but it's exciting so far.
Safety. This 3-man game that the Steelers are running is going to hit against this pass protection, so the ball has to get out quickly before TJ Watt can close.
Yeah,
and
fucking
from the
TJ Watt.
Seahawks, there's really only one read on this play. To the bottom of our screen, you have a pair of clear out routes, so this play design is really JSN or bust, and he pays it off. Smith and Jigba uses his release to secure inside leverage on the corner, which is the necessity for this in-breaking route, and he does a great job of maintaining that positioning throughout the stem. At the break, he leans on the corner and then cuts away quickly to gain separation. After catching the ball, he makes the safety miss, but gets tripped up before he can turn this into a truly explosive play. But it is plays like this that make JSN the player that he is becoming. In a high-pressure moment, Darnold and Kubiak put all of their trust in him to win, and that is what he does. And this also shows his development this year because, again, he's the widest player on this side of the field, and he's on the line of scrimmage facing press coverage. These are the plays that he did not make in college, and he didn't make a ton of them in his first couple of years. The Seahawks had to shield him from these situations because he couldn't attack press. So it really is a whole new world to his upside now that he's showing he can consistently beat press coverage with his quickness, and the Seahawks can trust him outside. But the thing that has changed the most for JSN this year is how he is threatening downfield. And again, going back to his main strengths of quickness and technical proficiency, neither of those would seem to indicate that he should be that big play guy. Coming into this season, JSN only had 2 receptions of 40 or more yards across his first 2 years. But so far this year, he's matched that total in just 2 games. Let's look at this play against the 49ers, where JSN shows what many thought he would never have. He wins deep downfield, again against press coverage, and this route is just disgusting. The corner begins with outside leverage because of this coverage call. In cover 1, the defense has divider rules, which dictate if the corner will play inside or outside leverage based on the alignment and width of the receiver. Since JSN is so tight to the formation, he's inside of that divider, which means that the corner has to play.
Give this guy a job at the NFL. He's giving off good information, like
outside leverage. This route begins with JSN release.
I'm pretty sure like only like the hardcore fans really like watch this type of shit. Like 6,000 subscribers. JSN's getting Seattle World wide receiver treatment. Doug Baldwin, Tyler Lockett, or underrated. Tyler Lockett, yeah, it was just, the way he runs route, he disappeared. We need more videos. Yeah.
Releasing to the outside to break that leverage of the corner. Once he's established the outside positioning, Smith and Jigba leans on the corner at the top of the route and breaks towards the outside. And just watch.
Mike McDonald has the Seahawks on the precipice of...
Alex Rollins, NFL, 128 subscribers. Watch this video. Give him a shout.
The Super Bowl, and it's because he took the old Seahawks defense, the Legion of Boom, incorporated elements of their philosophy, and created a modern-day monster. Now the Seahawks are the best defense in the league and are 2 wins away from being the best team in the league. How did McDonald take elements of this old defense and translate it into a modern domination in 2025? To answer that question, we'll have to first dissect what the Legion of Boom did that was so impressive. They played zone coverage at one of the highest rates in the league, and were known for their cover 3 zone philosophy. They wanted to play 3 deep defenders, 4 underneath, and just rush 4. They had their 1 high legendary safety Earl Thomas in the middle of the field who could play this deep third and range over the seams, one of the main areas against cover 3 that are usually very susceptible, and then use both.
Just shit, man. Coached by a British defensive coordinator. UK, Ireland. What?
Trunks
wasn't Vegeta's son, at least originally. In a recent interview with Toriyama's various editors, they revealed that Trunks' introduction when he defeated Frieza had little to no pre-thought behind it. Neither Toriyama, the editor, nor the readers knew that Trunks was going to be Vegeta and Bulma's kid. He was just a mysterious warrior with some kind of relationship to Capsule Corp and the Saiyans. It wasn't until later that Toriyama finally decided, okay, Vegeta marries Bulma, to everyone's shock. Since Vegeta and Bulma hadn't necessarily shown too much interest in each other, his editor tried to push for the relationship to be expanded upon, but Toriyama was never one for romance stories, so he just brushed it off. Toriyama loved writing this way because it kept him surprised and invested in the story, but at one point in time, Trunks could have been someone completely different. Maybe a Saiyan from a timeline where the Saiyans weren't killed?
Huh. Did not know that. Did not know that. Did not know that.
What the hell is even that? We do not care.
He's done miracles on me.
Finally!
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
My disappointment is immeasurable.
Jesus. Oh gosh, dude. Anatoly.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah, it's okay?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Usually I do like is the map, different exercising, like this one. I do like this one.
A little bit different. This one seems way too a little bit more than that one. I think you got it.
Can you just hold them up, please?
Yeah.
Oh, I will better like. Oh.
God dang.
What?
You carry this around?
You mean like it's heavy or what? You like joking? This is like, they give me this map like 2 years ago. Like, usually I like doing like this. This is not for good.
What do you look like under there?
Here?
Yeah.
Fucking Anatoly, bro.
Like this. They give me the training program and they give me this map. The boss of this gym, of this place.
Anatoly. I like the video of the dude training for Anatoly. Where is it? There's a video. I don't even know if this is the actual channel, but there's a video of the dude training for Anatoly. Yeah, dude, just different.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah, it's okay?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Usually I do like is the map, different exercising, like.
Do you want?
Before James Gunn's DCU even began, there were strong rumors that Sasha Calle would return for her own Supergirl movie after The Flash. Some even dreamed of seeing her team up with Henry Cavill's Superman to fight villains like Darkseid or Brainiac. Sadly, it never happened. When the DC reboot began, Sasha's version was quietly dropped, and the role was handed to House of the Dragon star Millie Alcock. While Sasha's Supergirl was
She is from House of the Dragon. I didn't even think about that.
Fierce and full of pain, Millie's version is set to be colder, tougher, and more comic accurate, based on Woman of Tomorrow. Sasha represented diversity and heart. Millie represents Gunn's new beginning. So, who's the real Supergirl?
Who cares? Ooh.
So, let me explain.
Oh, yeah.
By the time the 2026 NFL season finally kicks off, there'll be 10 teams with a new head coach. If these
man, I don't know. 7 Deadly Sins? I have no idea what the hell that is. God damn, Anatoly. Yeah, that never happened. Mike McCarthy, huh? Who? Night maps are back, huh? Oh, I can't wait for tomorrow. Shakira, Shakira. Ugh. Holy shit. Alright. Well, I think I'm done for the night. Well, thank you for watching. If you watched, I hope you enjoyed it. If not, well, why not?